Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brian and this playlist is called Bonding with Brian, where we talk about life, health, and finances. And guys, today we're going to be talking about my 400-pound stock portfolio and some of the dividend income that I've received from this portfolio. Now, keep in mind, it's not going to be anything that's going to blow your mind. This is very beginner level investing. And if you yourself would be interested in learning how to trade stocks or buy stocks or invest, then please feel free to subscribe to this channel, as I will continuously upload on this playlist what I've been working on and new strategies that I've been trying. Now, a lot of people think you need hundreds and thousands of pounds to invest into the stock market, but in reality, that isn't the case. With the app that I use, Free Trade, you can buy a stock within the United Kingdom for around £2. And in about 5-6 years, that £2 could be a little over or maybe under £200, but that's a very optimistic assumption. So there's a few ways that you can go ahead about investing into stocks. You can either go towards a dividend investment route, so you target specific stocks that pay you a dividend or an amount of money for each share in their company that you own. You can go about by trading stocks, so you would buy stocks low and sell them high, or buy stocks high and sell them on the market and make a profit that way. And a lot of people try to time the market, but I'll say this now and I'll probably say it again: time in the market beats timing the market, because no one really knows what's going to happen in the future. We may have an assumption as to how well a company or a certain stock is going to do, but no one can be 100% sure. Now, let me just input this disclaimer here. I am by no means a financial advisor, so if you are looking for someone that will tell you where to put a huge amount of money, then it's best to go with a paid professional. But I will give you guys some insight as to what early investing looks like, and we'll watch the portfolio grow together month by month or year by year if we get that far. So at the moment, I've put in about 300 pounds of my own cash into the stock portfolio, and I think it was about 2 weeks ago at the end of the first wave of whatever was going on outside, because due to the YouTube algorithm, I cannot say the word, but we all know that we've been going through something that's been going on outside that's been affecting our health. And because of that first wave, the market had a crash when I bought my first 300 pounds worth. And about 2 weeks ago, at the end of whatever was going on outside, it peaked at about 410 to 415 pounds, which is about a 115 pound profit. At the moment, there is a bit of a drop because there might be a bit of a rise in the situation that's happening outside, but nonetheless, I believe that that will clear out soon and things will start going back to normal, or a new normal, and we will see a lot of stability and growth from the stock market. So with that being said, guys, I will leave a link in the description if you are interested in buying stocks or investing into dividend paying stocks. Then you could go ahead, sign up, and it will give both of us a stock for free. And I think all you have to do is top up your account. You can top up as little as £2 because that's the minimum that you need to buy a fraction of a stock of any stock that they have within their stock list. So let's go ahead and we will look at my portfolio together, and I will tell you guys the stocks that I own. You'll see how long I've owned them for, the amount, if they're doing good or bad, and we'll also see how the stocks have grown in value and the dividends that I've received from some of the stocks that I have within my portfolio. Guys, so I have my phone here with me, and I'll try and put it to the side here so you guys can see what I'm talking about as I go through the stock portfolio. So at the moment, my stock portfolio is about 389 pounds. You can see that I am up by 59 pounds and 88 pence. I started, I think it was a month or 2 months back, and actually no, a month or 2 months back was when my stock portfolio peaked. And as you can see, it was at 410 pounds and 77 pence. But as what's going outside is progressing, it's lowered, and it looks like it's just about to make a rise today. It did make quite a bit of a rise at 390, and I thought it was going to peak again at 400, 410, but that might be next week or next month even. Now, most of these stocks that I own, I found from a YouTube channel that I watch quite frequently. It's called the Dividend Experiment. I've been following him, purchasing all of these dividend paying stocks, and as such, I've decided to do the same. So the first that I have is Aviva Insurance. Now, I'll tell you guys a little secret about Aviva. I bought Aviva when it was particularly at its lowest. And guys, Aviva isn't particularly doing well now because of what's going on outside, because they're an insurance company, and at the end of whatever it is that's going on outside, they might have quite a number of claims coming through. They were supposed to be the first stock that paid me a dividend income, but because of the situation that they had, and they were I think it was urged by some they were urged by some financial authorities to remove their dividend this year, so hopefully next year. But nonetheless, for me, Aviva is up 16.19%, which is really great, considering that I know some people that bought it at a horrible time. They bought it at the peak right before outside went into chaos, and at the moment they've lost a significant amount. So there is quite a risk involved in buying these stocks. So you need to take into account that you're smart with your purchases. And the second that I have is Bharat Homes. I only have about 10 shares, which is £52.67. At the moment, it's at minus 3.29%, which isn't doing too bad. And most of the stocks that I have here that are housing, I think weren't doing too good. But at the moment, it looks like they're about to pick up. GCP Student Living as well is minus 5.53%. BP, which is a company that does energy, over 100 years old, is below 7.01%, which isn't ideal, but as you can see, because I don't have that much shares in there, it's only a 47 pence loss. Now, the major parts of my stock portfolio that are doing extremely well are Aviva, the FTSE 100, which is a group of it's a Vanguard FTSE 100. So it says this exchange traded fund tracks an index composed of the 100 largest UK companies. So it's basically a percentage of 100 of the biggest companies within the United Kingdom. I have about £23 in there because I was a bit risked at the moment when I was purchasing, because I thought outside would have a great impact on this stock, but I should have bought more because at the moment it's up plus 13.75%, which is a £3.29 increase. Now, Global Clean Energy, which I have 2 shares of. Now, this shares is in iShares. Now, these shares, they're very common. When you sign up with this app, you'll usually get them free. And it has gone up 5.99%, which is an increase of £3.08. I really should have bought more, but I didn't. And Taylor Wimpey is another house building company that I have 8 shares of. At the moment, it's not doing too well, but because I bought it really low, for me, it is doing well. It's at 24.12% increase. So that's about £2.20. And guys, you're starting to see a trend of £2 and £3 and £4 accumulating at the end, and adding almost 115 pounds of appreciation to my stock portfolio. So we're gonna go down and we're gonna look at a few more that I have. As you guys can see, I have here Barclays, which is doing very well, although at the moment it's declining, but for me it's doing very well because I bought it at the market crash. And it's doing 19.18% increase, which is a 75 pence profit, which isn't much, but it's still doing relatively well. HSBC, City of London, BT, and these stocks, they're doing between 4.4% and 7% in a depreciation, but I have a feeling that they'll come back up either sometime next month or the end of this month. Now, if we go over to my activity, you guys will see that I have received a few dividends. Now, some people don't really understand how dividends work and the mindset behind dividends. Some people think that you should receive about 100, 150 in dividends monthly, but when you're first starting out, your dividends won't look that huge. Your dividends will be about 10 pence and 15 pence, but throughout the years, these dividend payments, they will increase in size and get bigger and bigger and bigger. And if you continuously compound interest these dividends and re-buy stocks, then it will do you very, very, very good. So the first dividend that I received, I believe, was a Global Clean Energy, which was the 28th of May, and it was 5 pence. And then the second that I received was a GCP Student Living, which is 0.07 pence. And GCP Student Living gave me another dividend, which was 0.01 pence. I'm not sure why they separated the dividend payment, but that's how it came through. BP gave me a dividend of 0.16, so 16 pence, which was really good. I didn't expect to get that much from BP. I thought all of my dividends would be between 7 pence to 10 pence, but that 16 pence came a lot. And the FTSE 100 gave me 10 pence, and UK Dividend gave me another 7 pence. Now, I've added these into my portfolio. Well, I haven't as yet, as you guys can see, because my portfolio at the moment is 0.4% cash and 99.6% stocks, no commodities and no bonds, which I'm researching very, very heavily before I get into, because at the moment, finances and investing, you need to be very crucial and very critical about what you invest in, because whatever's going on outside could have adverse effects on your investments if you're not careful or if you're not as knowledgeable about the stock before purchasing. Now, all in all, guys, it took me a while to get all of these stocks. If I go to Max, my portfolio started on Tuesday, the 31st of March, April, May, June. We're now in July, so it's about 5 months, and it's grown about 100 pounds, 110, 115 pounds. Now, a lot of people might think that's not a lot of growth, but when you think about it, if this was in a bank account, it wouldn't have grown. It wouldn't have appreciated. It would have been the same 300 pounds. But the fact that this grows, not only does it grow in appreciation, but it also gives me an income through dividends that I can reinvest and compound interest, and in a few years, hopefully, would grow into a substantial amount. Now, guys, that will be it. That is my 400-pound stock portfolio. It's not as interesting or as huge as some of the other stock portfolios that I've seen here on YouTube, but I will leave that with you guys. If you're interested in starting in stock trading, or if you would like to get a free stock, just use the link below, sign up to free trade, and top up about £2, and that will give both of us a free share. You get a free share, I get a free share, we all get a free share, and that could even kickstart your investment journey. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and a subscribe, and I will see you guys the next time I upload. Thank you guys so much for watching.